Can everybody hear me okay? We're live on YouTube now. It is a pleasure to come to everybody right here on Appwizard Studio. You guys can see, I think you guys can see on the screen exactly how I'm doing this here and how everything sets up. There it goes. And I'm going to cut that off and I'm going to jump back over here to the PowerPoint so we can get launched. But it's good to have everybody with us here tonight on our Appwizard Studio presentation, which we've been here, gosh, I think this is 7 years now. So you guys have been listening to me for 7 years, and I hope you've learned something in 7 years and have been successful off of what we teach. I know I talk to a lot of people that have, and it's always a pleasure and an honor for somebody to call you and say, dude, man, you changed my life. And, and appreciate what you do. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Being on video and how you market yourself and how you do what you do and become your own brand. You know, you're going to become your own video brand. But let's get through this real quick. If you have not joined our Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/AWS Mastermind, go there. And that's where we post all of our information, any announcements. And there's a lot of people in that group that will help you if you need help. If you've not joined our Appwizard Studio channel, you saw me going live. That was kind of cool. You guys don't, you normally hear me say I'm going live, but you guys got to actually see us go through the motions on the screen. You know, when you're doing a show, you'll find that, you know, like right now I've got 2 laptops and a 37-inch monitor in my studio. I've got I'm not, of course, not on the lights right now because I'm not on the screen, but I've got studio lights and I've got a studio camera and I've got a tripod that I use for my iPhone when I do that. And so there's just a lot of different ways, you know, that we use video and we do things in our studio, but you don't have to have all that stuff to be able to go live every day. I'm going to show you just a couple of things that I use that make it very, very easy. And one of the things you can do to go live, you can go live directly on YouTube. You don't even have to go, you know, you just simply go onto YouTube and click on live and you're live in YouTube. And same thing with Facebook. You don't need any fancy software, although I'm going to show you some software I use tonight that's really cool. And it creates very, very good live videos, and you can do banners and all kind of stuff. And I'm going to actually walk through that software with you tonight. So real quick disclaimer, Appwizard Studio nor I cannot guarantee just because you are watching training, you will make any sales, create any traffic, or increase your income. Every person is different, has different work ethics and different desires. And tonight we're going to talk about what tools do you use to market with. And we're going to be talking specifically tonight about video, okay, and live video and recorded video. And it's just really, you know, it's really cool to be able to create your own brand and do it in a way where everybody recognizes you and allows you the opportunity to be able to do things that a lot of people won't do. They never will do. But with the ability to use ads locally in Facebook, and I'm talking about your local market. You know, a lot of people like to go out into Facebook and they like to jump out there and they try to literally blanket the entire United States. Don't take this wrong, but the majority of people that advertise on Facebook don't have the money to blanket the United States. Frank Kern spends about $350,000 a month on Facebook ads, and he's not blanketing the United States. He's target marketing list that he has particularly put together. So, but you can use dollar ads, which are you can't get any cheaper than $1. Run $1 a day. If you did it for a month, if you did it for 365 days a year, that means your marketing budget for your local area is, you know, $1 a day, $365 a day. A year. And you can reach the majority of your market that way. And you can change those ads up. You can put one out, you know, once a month. You can do them once a week. You can change them up, and you can literally build lists for those that watch it. You can target them a different way and run another dollar ad with them a different way. But there are so many ways to be able to use local marketing. Now, let me make a recommendation to you. You do what you want to do, but this is just what I have found to be successful. I found that local ads ran within a 60-mile radius of where I live works very, very well with me. And no matter what I'm marketing, it's kind of I'm the hometown guy, and I'm the hometown marketing guy, and I'm able to reach all the businesses within a 60-mile radius. Now, I could go out a little bit further than that, 150 miles, and I would pick up Dallas and Fort Worth. But I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to drive to Dallas and Fort Worth. I don't want to drive more than 60 miles to a customer. That's an hour there and an hour back. I don't want to waste my time driving that far and then, for an appointment. And I do everything by appointment only now. And, if I get leads from somebody, or if I have referrals come in, I will call and set a specific appointment with them. And so, I do local stuff right here in the local area. But if it's outside my 60-mile radius, it's by appointment only, and it's on my time. I do it on my time. I control my destiny. I control what I do when I want to do it. And the only way you're able to do that is if you just say, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So there's a couple of ways to do lives. The first thing you can do, you can just build a page. Now, you have to have a page, a business page, or a group, or a profile. You just can't go live on Facebook. If you just have a profile page, you can go live on your profile, but you don't want to really do that for business. You want to build an actual business page, and all you have to do, and I'm not going to build one out. You guys can, it's very easy to do. All you have to do is come up here to create a page. Okay. I mean, Facebook has made so many changes recently that it's very, very simple to do. You don't have to go over here and search in the drop down to find out how to do whatever you're going to do, and all that stuff. All you have to do is come over here to the create button. You can create a page, create an ad, create a group, create an event, or create a fundraiser. Now, what's really cool is what I'm going to really show you tonight is how to develop a funnel using video to brand your business, okay? And then to take them into a group. And when you get them inside that group, you're able to hone your message down to those customers that are inside the group. If you do like a weekly training or something like that. Now, I can tell you what some of you are saying right now. Carrie, I would absolutely never do that. Well, with saying that, let me tell you this, you're going to have to. Because this is where marketing is today. How many of you have been to my webinars? I mean, throw up in the chat box. Most of you joined our program through a webinar. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody's saying yes. Everybody's saying yes, they've been to a webinar that I've done. I quit. I don't do webinars. I do a webinar every now and then for Appwizard Studio, but for myself, and I used to do 2 or 3 webinars a month for my own businesses. I quit doing webinars completely. And the reason I quit doing webinars completely is because people just weren't showing up like they used to. So I started doing Facebook Lives because I'm able to, the first thing, when you build your page out, what do you have up here? You have your brand. Okay, you have your brand. And over here, you have your icon, which is your brand. So immediately you're getting your brand out there when people are coming and watching your lives, or when they're coming and watching your replays of your videos. Now, let me recommend that your videos be somewhere between 5 minutes and 20 minutes. Don't exceed 20 minutes, because this is what I have found. After 20 minutes, your viewership really starts to diminish. And you're still doing okay at 30, but you really need to be wrapping up at about 15, between 15 and 20. I have found, and I've been doing this for the last 45 days, roughly, maybe 48 days. I know it's not a full 2 months. I've been doing 20-minute videos And those 20-minute videos are literally changing my business. Okay. And I have a couple of different ways I do it. I start with a page and I drive them into a group. But I also, and I'm going to show you guys how to do this in just a second, how I can paste live videos in other groups, okay? Marketing groups and business opportunity groups and things like that. I can literally go in and paste my live link. I can create a live video. I can create a scheduled video, okay? And then I can go in and I can take that link and I can go put that in 300 or 400 pages, okay? Different pages. And you have to do it manually. There used to be software that allowed you to do it automatically. But those programs, and let me go ahead and tell you, if you're going to go get off of training and go look and find one, they're out there. But they burn the APIs really quick with Facebook, and they're shut down within 3 to 6 months. And some of them are expensive, and it's just not worth the hassle. So find 100 or 200 groups that are good for you, that have memberships of 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people, and drop those live videos in there. And I'm going to show you how to do that. But we're here in our Facebook page now. Okay, this is our Appwizard Studio. And Woodrow created this logo right here. You can see the apps that we create. I mean, if you guys remember, this is the training app. This is an app I built in Florida, but I also turned around and used this same app for a training. This is the app that's on the training in our system. So, and this is the Appwizard Studio app, and this is one of our training booklets that you can download. And you can see the platform here. So everything about us is in this image right here, and you need to do the same thing for you. You need to create an image that says everything about yourself, okay? And so when people come here, they know what they're buying. They know what they're getting. They know what they're doing. So you build out your page, and you come in, and there's a couple of ways you can do a live. You can literally click right here, okay? And you click on to do a live, and it connects to the camera. Now you guys can probably see me. I think you can. I'm live in that box right there. Okay, I'm live. My camera's picking me up. I see it's a little bit slow. I'm going to get out of here because I know that's going to eat up bandwidth. And you just go live. You go live right there, and it's very, very simple to do. Now, let me show you a program that I started using. I actually saw Frank Kern use this. You guys hear me mention Frank Kern often. That's because he is the #1 Facebook guy in the world right now. He is the #1 Facebook marketing guru in the world right now, okay? So I saw him using a program called StreamYard. This is StreamYard. Go to StreamYard.com. They've got a free version. The version I've got right now is a paid version. It's $25. And the reason I use this is because if you get the $25 version, you can use an add-on program called Restream. You can go out and stream to YouTube and Facebook and a bunch of other channels. And you can, if you pick up the Restream paid version, which I don't have because I don't have the bandwidth to carry it, you can broadcast to Facebook Live and YouTube at the same time. So this is called StreamYard. Now, let me recommend that when we get off of here tonight, that you go to StreamYard and get you an account because it's free. So you might as well go to it and try it and check it out. It's free, all right? And it's called StreamYard. And you can see here, I've got it connected to my YouTube channel. This is a Facebook group. This is a Facebook group. This is a Facebook page. This is a Facebook page. This is a Facebook page. And you can see tonight at 9 o'clock, as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to do a live. Okay, I'm going to do a live on my Facebook page. Okay, now this live, and I'll show you guys in a second, this live is also going to be broadcast to a ton of other pages, because what I do is I go in and take the link, and I'll show you guys how I do that. So you come over here and you set up your page. Let me come down here. I don't have Appwizard Studio here. So let me come into, I'll just come into this right here. Okay, now I want to set one up. Let me go here. Okay, so you come up here to create a broadcast. and you simply come up and you go, it's going to be public, or you're going to go testing. Okay, I'm going to test this because I don't want to post it. All right, and you put the title in. Hey, this is Carrie, or whatever you're doing. All right, and create a broadcast. Now, you enter the broadcast area right here. You can also schedule these for timeout. Like you saw the one I've got that's starting at 9 o'clock. Now you can see me again right there on that screen. Okay, I'm going to stop the camera so that there's not a lot of using a lot of bandwidth. Okay, and I can mute the microphone and I can stop the camera. So let's go ahead and mute that microphone. Let's stop that camera because I'm not going to use it. I don't want you to use the bandwidth. And I can come in here and I can set up what camera I want to use, what resolution I want to use. Always use 720. Okay, use 720. It's a lot better resolution, what microphone I'm going to use, and if I'm going to use speakers. Okay, so I'm going to say done, and I'm going to go enter the broadcast area. Now I have set up a broadcast. Now I've got my camera turned off here. Okay, and I've got the mic muted. But when I'm ready to go live, I just simply click on that, and my my camera comes on and everything starts. I can start camera right here. You guys can see me on this camera. The mic's muted. Okay. And you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now, check this out. I can come over and I can put banners on. Okay. I did a show right before this. I have a friend in Terrell that is doing a drive, a drive for some people. I mean, to collect some items for the needy. And so I went in and I saw it. So I did a quick Facebook Live because I'm from the hometown where she's at. And you can see here, I can come up and I can drop in banners. So if I was sitting here talking about, you know, whatever my business is, for example, this is community drive for boxes of love. I can come in and I can create these, and all I got to do is create these banners. All right. Add the banner, and I can come up here and just turn it on, and I can change these while I'm talking. Okay, I can go in and change these while I'm talking. I can go in and I can do some branding. I can put a little icon up here at the top. I can turn it off. I can put a full overlay in here. For example, this is the boxes of love. I can come in here and put an overlay in, and I can turn that off. I can put a branded overlay in here. I don't have one on this particular channel. I do it on a couple of other channels. And I can put a branded overlay up here. Okay, let me turn the banner off. And, you know, it's got my name down here, live with StreamYard. Now, when you buy the paid version, you can create these. These are PNG files in this course up here, so you can see through it. But you can do your overlays and put them in there. And there's just so much you can do with this. You can change backgrounds. You can upload different backgrounds when you come over. You can share screen with this. You can just do so many things. Can you record this for later use? Yeah, it's in the YouTube channel. It's in the Appwizard Studio YouTube channel. And so, but you can see here, there's so many cool things you can do with this. This is what I use. This is my new go-to platform, is StreamYard. And as I was saying before the show started, I do about 20 of these a week. Okay, I do about 20 lives a week. Towards the end of the week, like tonight, my voice is kind of going away. But it's a great way to brand your business. You can make overlays so you can brand your business and turn those on and off. You can put banners up to change with the conversation. For example, in this was actually a live stream that I did. You know, I was doing a drive for community drive for boxes of love, and then I said, "Hey, call Angela," and I just went down. Now I've got a touch screen that this will actually be on, so I just touch it. I mean, I don't even have to click a mouse. Okay, and then I said, well, I'm going to be a guest on the Boxes of Love podcast on May 25th. I'm going out of town. They invited me to be a part of it. And, you know, you can put your brand up there. Hey, welcome to Appwizard Studio, or welcome to whatever your company name is. And you can also, when you're live, you can see the chats, the comments that people are typing in right here. You can answer them from here if you want to. And it's just a really, really cool platform to be able to use. And that's called StreamYard. Let me drop this in the box thing over here. StreamYard.com, StreamYard.com, and this is a free version. This is a free version. So really, really cool, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and back out of this completely so it doesn't use up any more bandwidth. And right here, this is the camera that I use. I posted a picture of my studio online not too long ago. I mean, I've got two different wall backgrounds, and I've got a green screen and some stuff, but you don't have to do all that. My main go-to is just my regular wall background. Now, when I do recorded videos, and I do a lot of them for training purposes and just for informational purposes, I'll do a 10-minute or 20-minute training video. And I don't mention anything about my business until the very end. If anybody's, you know, I'll say something like, if anybody's interested in learning more, I'll have a banner on the video. I use Camtasia for that. Now, let me tell you something. Let me recommend that if you're shooting video, get in the habit of doing this. Do a 720 by 720. It works really, really well. Okay, it works very well inside Facebook, but it's also very good for Instagram. Let me recommend, I never used Instagram until about the last 60 days. And I've started using hashtags. I've learned to use hashtags, hashtags for success, hashtags for entrepreneur, about 10 different hashtags. And I make sure and do this also, make sure you put a link every time you post something. Okay, but this is the camera I use. It's a 920 HD camera. It's 65 bucks. Now, I actually bought mine from Amazon. Check Amazon because I only paid $49 for mine. This is at Walmart, okay? This is at Walmart. Had it shipped right to my front door. This little clip right here has a screw thing on it, a plate on it. You just put it right on top of a tripod. I've got a mini tripod that I use for my desk, and then I've got a big tripod that it's got a phone holder on it that I can also record with my phones at the same time if I want to get different angles, okay? But you don't have to do all of that. You simply get a camera and talk into it, okay? Simply get a camera and talk into it. Now, I'll show you. Now, this is a Facebook group. Obviously, you guys know what a group is. Now, this is what I do. I take people and I bring them from my page. This is general information and training, and I drive them, those that are interested and those that are paying customers, and those that are more into what I'm doing and are going to be a paying customer, then I drive them into a group, okay? And then I can control this. You can't control a page. I mean, people are going to find your page, but you can control your group, and you can keep all the spammers out and do all that stuff. So with your funnel, what you're going to do is this is going to be your main video page, okay? This is where you're going to do your videos. You can do a live from here, or you can get on StreamYard and do a live from there. You can also just do it from right here. I mean, you don't even have to have a StreamYard. All you got to do is click on a button. The same way with YouTube, all you have to do is click on a button and go live, and you can go live on YouTube. Just make sure you put your information in there when you do, and so that people can find it and they'll know what you're doing that for. Now, let me go over here. I'm going to go to this is my actual page. Some of you probably like this page. This is my Kerry Miller TV page. And you can see here, this is a video that I have that's going to be streaming live at 9 o'clock. Okay, when I get off here in about 15, 20 minutes, I'm going to go straight over here and get set up and go live right here. But let me show you something really cool. Okay, this is the video that's going to go live. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab this link. Now, pay attention to what I'm fixing to do. This is very, very, very important. Now, if you use your phone, okay, if you use your phone, you don't have to get the link like this. But if you'll go over here to see more options and you go to embed, this page right here is going to pop up. Okay, now this is an iframe that you can put on a web page. Okay, but if you come over here and go to advanced, what you can do is, if you'll just click include full post, okay, now I can go to a group. I've got the link. Did everybody see where I got the link from? I'm going to go into a group. And I don't know if anybody knows this or not, but Facebook just completely changed. Facebook is moving towards groups and pages. That's what they want people to do. They've just changed their entire group thing. Okay, so I'm going to go to a group. Let's go to groups. Now you can see up here, these are some of the groups that I do. Mom and dads who want to work at home parents, work from home job opportunities. So let's say that maybe you were trying to get a sales rep or something, or you were trying to build a sales force in your local area. You just come over here and go to one of the groups that you're a friend of, a part of. Okay. Let's see here. These are all groups that you can join, home business opportunities. And so they've really changed this up. I mean, in a major way. All right. You can pick business groups. If you want to come over here and go to specific categories, you can pick your groups. So if I wanted all business groups, I would click on that. And this is all business groups that are in my area. So if I was going to be selling, for example, here's DFW real estate investment, entrepreneur lifestyle groups, you know, mobile business cards, or selling my apps or something like that. Jobs hirings. Okay. If I wanted to hire somebody, I would go in and I would join these groups, and then I would come over and I'll show you how to post this in a group. Okay. This is one of my groups. All you do is come up and take this and post this. Screen's not changing. Of course it's not. Golly. This is another reason why I went away from, hang on just a second. Another reason why I went away from this program, because it pretty much sucks. Let me see if I can get it to change. Hang on just one second. And now it's probably just going to spin like it always does. Let's see if it'll come back up. Hopefully it will. Yeah, I'm using Zoom right now. I'm using Zoom for Appwizard. I don't use Zoom for myself anymore. I don't like it. It doesn't. They've really screwed it up in a bad way. I mean, it loses connection constantly. It's not good. You know, we're halfway through the training here and it loses connection. So I'm trying to get it to reconnect now. And that's another reason I like lives. I mean, you go in and do a live, and especially with StreamYard, I've never had a problem with StreamYard. No, it's not bandwidth. I do 20 or 30. I do 20 or 30 lives a week. It's Zoom. For some reason, there's something in Zoom that disconnects the screens. And it's not just me that has the problem, everybody's having the problem. And now you can see it just spinning, you know, but I don't know why it does that. Not sure at all. Not sure at all. And it'll just spin. So, but what it's trying to do is connect the screen. Okay, here we go. So I've got the screen back up. Let me come back over here and do this. Let me go out of here. Let me go into here. Okay, so everybody can see this now. So let me go back over here real quick and I'll show you. Did everybody see how I got the link earlier? Did everybody see how I got the link? Yes or no? Real quick. No, okay. So go to your page, wherever you set up your live video, okay? For example, this live video that's coming out at 9 o'clock is on this page right here. Okay, I'm gonna click on this. You got to go to see more options. Go to embed. Go to advanced. It's going to open up another page. Click include full post. And right here where it says URL video, copy that. And now I'm going to go over here to another page. All right, this is a group, okay? This is a group. So I can literally take this and I can post this. All the groups that I'm a member of, I can take a scheduled live video. Now, let me tell you what's very powerful. Start doing them at the same time, and you start attracting an audience that looks forward to your videos at the same time. And prime time is a good time. Okay, prime time being 7 o'clock till 10 o'clock. Now, remember, if you do one at 10 o'clock, it's in your on the Central Time, it's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. So you want to keep it prime time on the East Coast. So 9 o'clock if you're Central Time, it needs to be the latest, and you'll pick up that 10 o'clock traffic on the East Coast. Then it's 8 o'clock and 7 o'clock Mountain Time and Central Time. And just come in here and post this. Just go paste. And if you'll see, it picks up every single thing, okay? And all I have to do is click post. And then when I go live, see, this is the scheduled live that I looked at earlier, see? Right here, today at 9 o'clock. So I'm going to post that, and then everybody in that group will see it, all right? Everybody in that group will see it. So it works out really, 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 really cool. Really cool. And it's a great way to build your brand, and it's a great way to build your business. And make sure your pages are set up correctly so that your brand is your brand. Okay? So that your brand is your brand. StreamYard, StreamYard. I would recommend using the free version until you get used to it, unless you want to start using, I mean, you can use the banners and all that stuff right off, but you can't put your own branding on there. And I like using the backgrounds. I like putting slides. When I'm talking, I'll build 5 or 6 slides to go with what my topic is. And you can also share the screen. So if you're doing, if you're showing how to use the Appwizard Studio platform, you can literally go in there and share the screen and walk people through that. Really, really cool. I'll do a StreamYard. I'll do a StreamYard in the Appwizard Studio group, and you guys can see what it looks like sometime tomorrow. I'll do a short training on something, and you can see, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about. But really super cool. Great for building your business. I'm telling you, and you can do it or not, it's totally up to you. But doing lives, and I do a lot of them, okay? I mean, I built a studio. I personally built a studio for this because I knew this is the direction I wanted to go. But you can do the same thing from your kitchen table. Most people do, okay? But I mean, I didn't have a place for lights and all that stuff, and I wanted it to look a little more professional. But it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, if you've got a camera in your computer right now, you don't need to buy extra cameras. You don't need to do all that stuff. I mean, you're set up. If you'll download StreamYard when you get off of this call tonight and just play with it and check it out, you'll be amazed. I mean, absolutely amazed at what it does. I mean, you'll really, it's just mind-boggling how great it is to be able to do that. And you know, if you're shy, put up a PowerPoint and don't show your face. That was a story I was going to tell in the beginning. For the first several years, nobody knew what Kerry Miller looked like. People only heard my voice. I never showed my face. I never showed a picture of who I was. I was just a voice that did trainings every single night. And I was at a conference in Dallas, and a guy kept hearing me speak, and he kept following me around. I mean, it got to the point where I had to go get security. And finally, when it was all said and done, I was getting ready to go to lunch, and security was walking me to my car. And the guy was waiting at the bottom of the elevator, and he goes, "I know who you are." He said, "You're the guy that talks for Appwizard Studio." And the guy I was with was a PR guy. And I said, "How do you know that?" He said, "I recognize your voice." And this was when I never showed people who I was. I didn't use pictures or anything. And when I was at lunch with this guy, and this is something you really, really need to think about. When I was at lunch with this guy, he told me, he said, "Man," he said, you're doing a big disservice to yourself." He said, "People need to know who you are and what you look like." He said, "Think about this." He said, "That guy recognized you from your voice." And so, you know, and after you do it a lot, you will get recognized. That you can't help it. I mean, when you've been viewed hundreds and hundreds of thousands of times, and you go somewhere and you're marketing to a specific market in an area, you're going to get recognized. And that's what you want, because you are your brand. You're your brand ambassador. I was the brand ambassador for Appwizard Studio. And so you want to be on screen. And some people say, "Oh gosh, I look so terrible." No, you don't. You look exactly like you look when you're out talking to people. You know, I had somebody ask me the other day if I use makeup. I don't use makeup. I don't use any of that stuff. I turn on a couple of lights that has a million of the, I don't know what those little bitty lights are called, but they're very energy efficient and they're cool. And each panel's got like 1,000 of them in it or something like that. And I've got 2 panels of lights. USB lights or PLP lights, or I don't know, they got a name. But anyway, that's what I use. And I don't do all that stuff. I mean, I wear the normal shirts I wear every day. Guys, I'm a polo shirt or a t-shirt guy. And that's what I wear. When I go out selling, I'm in a polo shirt and jeans and white tennis shoes. That's what I wear everywhere I go. So don't be afraid to get on camera. You are who you are, and you're the same person when you go out in the public. And when that person sees you in the public, they know who you are. You know, it's kind of funny when you see a movie star in public. If you went out and saw a movie star, and I like to go to Florida a lot. There's a lot of movie stars that live in Jupiter, Florida, where I live. And, you know, trust me, when you see them in town, they don't look who they look like. You know, they don't look like that person at all. But you want to look like that person because you are your brand ambassador. Okay. You are your brand ambassador. So take advantage of this opportunity. I mean, I've never done a training like this, but you know, it's something that works for me. The system is cheap, $0. StreamYard is free. You don't get some of the benefits for free, obviously, and it may not be free forever, but it's something you really, really need to use. And, you know, I mean, think about this. We were doing table tents last week before the storm. By the way, when the storm hit last week, I wasn't offline 10 minutes. Everything out here went dark and I barely made it to the storm shelter. So I apologize for jumping off last week, but I wasn't hanging around. And when I leave, I take all my computers with me. So because I can't lose that stuff. And, just do it, get used to it. Think about it. You could literally demonstrate, just like I demonstrated 2 weeks ago. I held up the table tent, the digital table tent, and I was showing you guys exactly how it worked. And think about doing lives like that. Demonstrate your product. I hold my apps up to the camera all the time, and it gives you the opportunity to be your brand ambassador. People know who you are, and I recommend. Okay, I recommend picking 2 or 3 nights a week at the exact same time to do a value, what I call a value added training show. 20 minutes, just make it 20 minutes, okay, and be done with it. You know, start it off, have an opening, you know, the meat of the training, and the close, and always closing up. What I like about StreamYard is I'm able to go in and I'm able to close. It was putting my URLs on the screen and changing those screens out and doing that kind of stuff. So, any questions at all? Was this helpful for anybody learning how to kind of do Facebook Lives and do that kind of stuff? Awesome. Great. Perfect. Just do it. You know, just, hey, listen, if I can put my ugly mug, on camera, you know, it's like anybody can do it. I can promise you, you know. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, trying to do something different, you know. I mean, marketing is a big part of what we do. We are a marketing company. Now think about this, guys. This is something you can go out and teach your customers to do. You know, you can go out and teach your customers to do this same thing. So, and they need to get you a little bit of production equipment, some lights and stuff, and go in and set it up and let them pay for it. Let them pay you to do that. So, all righty. Well, if there's no more questions and everybody's happy, we're going to call it a night, and I will see you next Wednesday night. I'm going to get Nick on next Wednesday night, and we're going to go back into the digital table tent platform. I already had this planned for tonight, so I didn't want to. I hate moving trainings around. It drives me crazy, but because I like to be consistent. But I want to see you guys live. Now, when you do these lives, do this. Post your live links. I just showed you how to capture that live link. Post it in the Facebook group, in the Appwizard Studio group, so everybody can start seeing what you're doing. That'd be very powerful. You know, if you're teaching on apps or something like that, post it in there, and it'll be very, very powerful. So everybody have a good night. God bless, and I'll see you next Wednesday.